Beerzerker! And 1, 2, and a 1, 2, Okay, so we got us a beer. It's the Wart Hog from Beerzerker Brewery. This is an English mild. So hence the mild English music. No, that was actually Wart Hog music. But, you know, whatever. And it is at 4.5% alcohol by volume. And I've had this before, but it was a very long time ago. Here's the label. See? They have since changed the label. This is their Wart Hog there. Beerzerker, 330 milliliter bottle. Out of Calgary, Alberta. Lots of brews. This came out of the Build Your Own 6-pack from Andrew Hilton. So, just gonna show this off here. Alright, so this didn't come in the Build Your Own 6-pack. This is, I actually had a Anchor Porter, because the other two beers are from Tree and Granville Island to choose from, so I didn't buy those, and I bought another Anchor Porter because I liked that one. This one came in the 15-pack of Honeybrow Schliemann, which I got this massive Schliemann mug with, so I put this in the 6-pack for now. But make no mistake, there was Anchor Porter instead. Deschutes Obsidian Stout. So looking forward to that one. Liberty Ale. I've had this before, but it was a long time ago. I think on reviews I said it was... I may have made some improper references to its color and malt bill for other videos. But whatever. Kirin Ichiban! Alright, so really looking forward to that one. I had that in a sushi joint one time. This is the Shipwreck IPA, but... word on the street is that this is actually the Lighthouse IPA that I did about 2 months ago. They just changed the label and name, so let's find out for sure, you know what I'm saying? And of course the Wart Hog. So, I'm looking forward to get to the bottom of that Lighthouse beer to see if it is the Switchback or not. Alright. So this is a little cooler than cellar temperature maybe. Not that cold. Oops. Don't go too crazy there. Not too much carbonation. You can get kind of aggressive on this pour. Not looking the likes, or not liking the looks of that head. Not looking the likes of it either. Yeah, a little bit sparse and staticky and styrofoamy and whatever you want to call it. So, give an aroma and a color appearance. What the fuck? Beerzerker? Okay, so yeah, I had that crate for my metal. You gotta get the gain happening. You know what I'm saying? It smells a bit stinky, a bit biscuity. Almost a slight, like a pale lager type aroma coming off of it. Also getting a lot of maltiness too. It looks like a pale lager kind of thing, a little bit darker than usual. Yeah, there is extra maltiness there though. Yeah, warm and bready. Very smooth, low carb mouthfeel. There's not a whole lot of carbonation in this beer. A little bit streaming up from this glass, but not a whole lot of bubbles in the pour there. considering how aggressive that went down. Got a nice crisp finish, kind of a, but there's really not a whole lot going on up front. It's just kind of a malt thing. There's not a whole lot of hops to speak of. A little bit of an earthy hop, you know, but nothing too outrageous. It's yes, it's not that. Of course, it's just as mild. It's probably not supposed to be too insane or anything, but it's a very mild beer. Put it that way. It's I don't know if it says anything about the hops in here. Probably not. Blah 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 blah. All right, so yeah, not a bad guess here. It says pale in caramel malts with earthy aromatic hops, perfectly balanced, not too hoppy or not too bitter. It's bright, infectious, blah 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 blah. Doesn't say which hops or anything. It just says it light hops and a little bit of maltiness to it, crystal malt. So I picked it out, but whatever. I couldn't get the variety. It tastes like ginger ale. A club soda, very very weak. I would expect, even though it's 4.5% supposed to be mild, I expect a little more hops and a little more malt. But I typically don't drink these mild styles, so you know what I mean? Maybe it's supposed to be this way. I don't know. Tastes like club soda or ginger ale. The hops are very hard to pick out. They're so subtle. There's a little bit of crystal malt in the finish, but very subtle as well. You're picking it more up off the aroma than in the taste. Not a bad mouthfeel, low carb, kind of smooth. Yeah, there's nothing going on here though, other than that. I mean, it's just really, really weak and simple. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of lacing going on or anything. Yeah, I could almost swear I was drinking ginger ale. Really, I mean, it comes off like that. There's not a, aside from a little bit of hops and barley, you know, you would think you were drinking ginger ale. Totally. Well, it's not horrible or anything. I'm not really that excited about it though. I mean, it's pretty boring. I do like English pale ales, but they typically have a lot more hops and a lot more malt, like a lot more pale malt at least going on. Yeah, well, as for a rate, I'm just trying to think what this would be here. Sorry, folks. It's kind of nice. I guess it would be really good on a hot day, like in the shade. It would be very refreshing. As long as it's cold, actually. This temperature, it is pretty good, though. It's not really cold. It's definitely not like out of a fridge. It is a little bit colder than cellar temperature. It's really good and refreshing like this, so I guess it is a slightly versatile beer. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a solid 7. It's like as good as the best domestic pales. It is better because I do like the style better. I always prefer an English ale generally over a domestic pale lager anyway, so I can't give it any lower than 7. There's nothing really wrong with it. I could have a little more head, a little better head, and maybe a little bit more hop presence, I would think. But other than that, it's beer, and it's going down, and it's tasting all right. I don't know. I think it's a 7 out of 11. You know what I'm saying? It's